evening, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Mighty Misfit Menagerie, or...
Chaos.
Tonight we're going to be doing 2 hours of Rime the Frostmaiden, followed by a half an hour break, followed by 2 hours of the next chapter of Candlekeep Murder Mysteries Fun Time.
Murder Mysteries.
Mysteries.
That's the name now.
Mystery Fun Time.
Didn't you see the errata? That's the name now.
Yeah. Jeremy's spoken out. Here we are. What is the name of that one, Hank?
The Price of Beauty.
The Price of Beauty, which will be chapter 5.
Yes.
Well, Benlin and Naya better watch it.
Takes place at a spa. I'm very excited.
Not that you've read it.
I haven't read it. Although, if I was going to read one, it would be Hank's. Because I know he's reading mine.
After the fact.
Well, now that we know what the evening has in store, there are so many mosquitoes. I'm so sorry. There's probably going to be times this evening where I'm like... It's been a rough monsoon season, folks.
And we haven't had a good monsoon season in a few years, so mosquitoes are new again.
Yeah. But with all the business and local news out of the way, Helena, what happened 2 weeks ago?
Boom! So, we're still in Yithrin, if you didn't know. And so, we had split up. As Altus and Tempest were going to just check real quick over in the Caves of Hunger for Hugo, and then the other, everybody else kind of ended up having a fight because some more wolves attacked. So then after that, they went back to that first tower, the one with the axe on it, and they were going to hang out there until we returned. So Altus and Tempest get back. They're like searching, and Thurgood, and just like great timing, happens to swoop right into that tower. So they head there. So we get there, and
don't forget the giant rat with the scarf that we had posted up.
Yes, he was very helpful in also finding everybody else. Stylish. Yes, and stylish indeed. Friedhelm was like, question Altus more about the mind whammy, and so he's like, I think it's some sort of arcane blight. It usually results in death, so good luck, buddy. So
Hadn't we cured you by then?
Yeah. So then we decide to go to the divination tower, try and use the divination orb to find Hugo. That is a bust. We just see blackness, so he's probably in some sort of stone form or dead. We don't know. Mark won't tell us. So we are like, okay, let's ask about the Frostmaiden. So he's like, where's she at? And she's here. She was just like, walking into the bazaar, immediately senses our divination and changes course. Probably beknownst to her, there was a man hiding in the bazaar. She's probably going for him. But she was like, I'll get you later, little mouse. So she leaves, and the man starts following her. And we're like, who that man? It's Mark. What's he doing? So then we decide to ask one more quick question. What is the Frostmaiden afraid of? She's afraid of a big skull up in the air, and she's afraid of the Mythalar. So we're like, that could be helpful.
And the big bad wolf.
No, that did not come up in the divination orb. That is not canon to my recap.
Journalistic integrity.
So then at first we're like, we're gonna fight her, and then we decide not to do that. So we sneak away, and we successfully get away. But the man sees us, so he's like, I'm gonna follow them. Maybe he recognizes somebody in our number. So we end up getting into a little bit of a scuffle. We're fighting, and then all of a sudden we hear a whistle, and there's the man. And so he's like, come here. And we're like, okay. And Valin's like, I know that guy. So she runs after him. So he had opened up an extra dimensional space in the ground. We all hop in. It's very fancy. Well, it's not fancy yet. It's just white, but it will be fancy. They talk a little bit. They obviously hate each other. The man is Otis. He's a wizard. And he used to be Avarice's apprentice, Avarice being Valin's rival in the Arcane Brotherhood. He's like, hey, how have you guys gotten this far? And we're like, we're not going to tell you. And so he mentioned something about the Mythalar, and Valin's like, I don't want that shit. I want the spell book of the Lich, and I want the Staff of Power. And we're all like, let's file that away. I don't know if she mentioned any of that before, so maybe we'll just keep trying that. So they kind of develop a truce. He's going to help us in the interim, or at least we're going to travel together.
You're forgetting that he's a huge dick. Is that in your notes?
Mm-mm.
No.
That's not be true. I don't think we've seen it.
I didn't say has.
Love it. It's gonna be fun tonight. Okay. So then we rest, and then we head out. We do some more exploring. We go by like a natural history museum and the Sky Spire, and then we make our way to what we think is another tower, but ends up being a music. Oh wait, no, we do go to a tower, and we get the clue. Oh no, yeah. So we go to this tower. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, guys. Okay. So we're going through the city, we find a couple places, and then we find a clue that's incomplete. And it says, 8th, stand firm in thy circle of death and consume ... Otis is like, obviously it's poison, so he's ready to drink the poison when that time comes. So then we head out and we get to the music hall. It's very creepy. There's corpses everywhere, as if the attendants died in their seats. There's even corpses up at the front. Like they were playing instruments. So Altus is like, I'm gonna check this out. Otis is like, let me help you, fly. And so he's like, flies over, and he's kind of like trying to touch the baton, or I don't know if you were trying to touch it, but you end up touching the baton, and it takes over your body. So then he's like, I now must play this music. So he starts playing. All the corpses are like, yay, we're alive for this music anyway, and they cheer. And they do take some damage because he wasn't perfect. But now, Altus has this special Netherese music forever. Recapitated.
Can I add one addendum?
Sure.
The noble sacrifice of the scarfed rat that we tied something to its tail so that it would look like we were running around the top of the divination tower.
To die.
And now I'm never allowed to summon that.
To die forever.
Yeah.
Rats, I mean, depends on what happened to it.
But
you could try.
I just wanted to mention him because it was a noble sacrifice.
R.I.P. Rest in paradise.
Rat in paradise.
Lost in paradise. But Kingsport is okay.
All right, and with that, we left right at the finale of the music. So the three of you are outside, while Otis and Altus are still inside the theater as they've just seen the souls of the corpses leave their bodies through the organ pipes up in the ceiling, and all of you outside see this light, misty aura lift through those organ pipes and dissipate into the caves.
I'm pretty sure that's going to attract the Frostmaiden.
I go back in.
What the fuck was that? Was that you? Did you do something?
I did, but I didn't have any control over it. It was as soon as I touched the conductor's wand, I became the conductor.
Right. Do you feel like you're going to become the conductor again?
I'm sure I could.
Okay.
I don't know if that's a good idea. I acknowledge that.
Maybe not.
By tear, that was wonderful.
Got one.
Try now. I don't know if I did, but I'm trying now.
Never went part of your kill count.
That created, you guys okay? That created like some weird smoke or something above this building. So now we probably should leave.
As you walk in, the floor around Altus on the stage is covered in... Oh my god, it got on my face. Oh gosh, I am so sorry, guys.
To everyone else in the world who's like, they're so whiny about mosquitoes, we literally have not had mosquitoes for like 5 years.
Oh gosh, sorry, we're like
extinct.
ruining the pacing. I'm so sorry. I don't want a mosquito out of my face. As you come in the room, you see Altus speaking with Otis from the stage, and he's surrounded by hundreds and hundreds of these spectral black roses, a few of them still softly falling to the stage in place. And as this conversation is happening, you can see that they begin to just dissolve into mist and just fade into nothing.
Are the corpses all de-animated now?
Yes.
Okay.
Do I still have the conductor's wand in my hand?
Yes.
I'm gonna try to put it in my pouch.
Okay.
Does anything happen as I put it away? Okay. I'm not trying to hide it from anyone. I'm just gonna...
No, that's a good idea. That was vastly unpleasant.
I thought that was
Can I
cool.
walk in as he says it was vastly unpleasant?
Sure.
Oh, I'm sorry. What happened?
Oh, well, go ahead and tell him.
Can you tell us while we move? Because I'm pretty sure whatever you just did just was heard all throughout Yithrin.
You're probably right, Friedhelm.
Yes, yes. Come on.
Let's
And
go.
I'm like holding out my hand too. Like, come on.
I flew over. Is Fly still active? I
Nope,
should ask.
I dropped it.
Dropped it. I flew over here. Do you happen to also... Do you know Fly, Friedhelm?
Yes, but I'm not going to waste it when you could just jump off the stage and walk over here.
There are stairs down from the stage on either side.
I could catch you.
Del. Yes, please. And I run and jump.
And then I spin around.
What is that song?
Opposite footloose thing.
Yeah.
Nobody puts baby in a corner.
Dumbest
Dirty
line in any
dancing.
movie.
But cutest scene. Yeah, so you are able to catch him easily. It won't make you even roll for that. It's a short drop.
So the top.
With that, with the theater now quiet and free of the ethereal hauntings that were here previously, what would you all like to do?
I'm still trying to get them to leave. It's like, if you could stop cuddling for a moment and let's go.
Yeah, we should probably hustle to the next tower.
That's correct. And then as we're walking, Tempest, what did that look like from the outside? What was going on? I'm asking you all questions excitedly.
We didn't hear anything. We just saw like stuff in the sky, and that's when I came back in.
Didn't we hear
what
the
No,
happened.
we heard nothing.
No? Oh, okay. Well, maybe it's not as bad as I thought.
Why would happen?
Oh, I was conducting the symphony.
It was quite beautiful and also very frightening.
Oh, terrifying.
Didn't have
Oh,
control
loved
of my body, which was
Scary.
strange.
Music.
I loved it.
It sucks, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Well, hopefully that'll come.
I'm sorry, I feel like that's subtext for something I wasn't
Yes,
a part
it
of.
did feel rather pointed. As the two people have no idea what you're talking about.
So you're just gonna keep walking.
Who hurt you?
Sometimes I feel like I'm
How much
jumping
time do you
in
have?
at the end of a really long walk.
Yeah, it seems like they all have some kind of history. Which,
Yes.
I wouldn't recommend getting too deep into
Oh,
it.
no. That's why we're talking about it amongst us.
No, it's like Bolin's response to this conversation.
I like to pretend we're all doing it draconic.
Yeah.
Like, we all speak wizard language.
She'll respond in draconic. Shut up.
All right, so from here, were you all planning to go to the next tower that was closest? Because you had a choice at this point. It was a fork between the two.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just made a mistake.
Okay. So it is just across the plaza from this tower.
Where is it on the map?
I think it's this one.
We may have to double check on this one to see if I'm remembering it because of having read it or if I'm remembering it because you guys have seen it. And
we were over there.
I think that you're
That
actually...
might be the transmutation tower.
That is the
Yeah,
transmutation tower.
this was the next
so I think
one.
this is what you were heading towards.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But this was the opera house, right?
This was, right?
With the three
Oh, it is
spouts
that one?
coming off of
Okay.
it. Mm-hmm.
Like the organ.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So we should probably just... Oh, no, there's a lot of ice there. Never mind. I was going to say we should probably just cut through here, but we probably can't.
I mean, you can cut through that, like, the sunken area if you want to just make a straight line for
But
it.
there's a huge ice wall.
It's not a wall so much right there. It's just a snow that is covering where that, like, where the lip is.
Yeah, Friedhelm doesn't want to walk through snow.
Maybe we hug the edge of the sunken thing, but scrape the snow.
Friedhelm has had months of walking through snow. He never wants to do that again.
I'm gonna chug a potion of healing as we walk.
All right, as you pass it, 4 basalt columns support a huge mirrored dome on which are reflected Yithrin's tallest spires and the cavern's vast stalactites.
And if it's not clear, we are trying to move as quietly
Yes.
as possible through.
Okay.
Okay. Right? Everyone's on board with that.
Do you want to give me a stealth roll?
Stealthy?
Well, I can. Can you not?
I can. It's not gonna go well.
Didn't we have Pass Without Trace before?
Hugo.
We don't have a druid anymore.
Ooh,
19.
rough.
19.
Wait, we're still level 9, right?
I got 8.
Okay. I don't know why I was like,
My
are we
three.
level 8?
So 19, 8, 7. Gentlemen at the end of the table?
16.
16?
10.
Okay, so as a chunk of your party is doing their best to...
Sorry, it's the new Rime of the Frostmaiden dice. It like disappears in icy wind. I'm sorry.
as most of your party is doing its best to remain quiet, there are several moments of tripping where specifically Z, your armor gets the best of you, which causes you to fall, which then causes Tempest to fall over you, which then causes a near third pile up as Otis halts just in time but lets out this as he nearly collapses into this pile of the party. And as that noise echoes throughout with the remaining ringing of armor, there's a slight shift in the cavern itself as one of the first loud noises is echoed, and the air around you goes still.
Keep moving. Yeah, I will help you guys out. I'm assuming Altus will help. Not that she needs help.
So the tower that you have been trying to get as you make your way around this mirrored dome and out of the sunken portion of the city in which you so glaringly made your presence known is surrounded by gossamer shrouds of mist that soar up around the top of the tower. There are eyes carved into the stonework that appear to fixate on you as you approach the entrance. The highest window emits a purple light.
Enchantment or illusion, do you think?
Illusion?
That's what I thought as well. Enchantment also involves eyes, so it's hard to say. Detect magic, or do you want to do it this time?
Oh, no, please.
Illusion magic.
Definitely illusion. We should just send the non-wizards in. No wizard with his stuff should ever deal with illusion magic.
Yeah, I agree. Would you all like to go in?
Oh no, after
Yeah, I'll
you.
go in.
Oh.
As you begin to enter the mist of the tower, this that surrounds about 10 feet out from the base, there are sounds that begin to seep into your mind. Tempest, there's a heartbeat, and it seems to be coming from outside of your body, syncopated with the rhythm of your own, as the heart rate speeds up quicker and quicker, becoming louder and louder. Altus, there's the sound of sobbing. The direction is unclear and seems to continually change, and always just out of reach. Z, ragged, gasping breaths, as if somebody has been running and can't quite catch themselves. Otis, footsteps, first towards you, and then away, and then towards you, and then away. And each time they get louder and heavier and seem to get closer to your personal form. Freedom. There's a whisper, and it seems to be in a language that you don't quite understand. There's hints of Draconic, hints of Elvish, and the only word that you can fully make out is your own name, as it shifts from one side to the other and drifts away.
I correct the pronunciation of my name, even though it was correct.
You are at the door of the Tower of Illusion, and I need everybody to make a save.
Of a particular kind?
Yes.
I would like intelligence.
I think Coulter might be stuck in that cadence.
I cannot escape.
Refresh.
It's going to need to be a wisdom save.
I heard intelligence. Did you hear intelligence?
Got an 11.
Hey, at least we're proficient.
Something good.
12.
Debating on using
I told you we shouldn't have done anything.
15.
First wants to go.
6.
16.
Fifth character.
15.
The king.
Stick with it.
Be the worst.
Versus everyone else.
All of you have failed the save.
Oh.
And as you make your way through,
What about Valin? Or
sounds become glaringly louder. Take 30 psychic damage.
Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry, what?
Did we determine whether my arcane ward can take psychic damage or not?
I think that's fine. It's an arcane ward. So.
Are we like right with our senses, or?
You are right with your senses.
Okay.
It's just this feeling as if an ice pick is shoved into your head and then it immediately removes. You all are frightened.
Oh.
That'd be an accurate description, yeah.
And cannot move
God, I'm so
closer
sick of
to
this
the
place.
tower.
Oh.
If only you had that second.
Maybe we don't need the clue in this tower. Maybe we can skip this one.
No, I agree 100%, even though it would lead to our inevitable deaths with the Frostmaiden. But maybe there's some other way to obtain it. We could go back to the Divination Tower and check that way.
Sure.
What is everybody doing?
Walking out.
How far from the tower are we?
Right now, you can see the wall in front of you of the tower where the door is outlined.
Okay.
Just outside.
So you have about 5 to 10 feet of mist behind you.
And then how much to the door?
About 5 feet to the door.
5 feet to the door? How big is the tower around?
The tower around is about 60 feet wide
Okay.
in diameter.
I'm going to try something. I don't know if it's going to work. I will place my hand on the ground and create a Mordecai's private sanctum to stretch out 100 feet past us and to see if, whilst in the sanctum, we're still feared.
Okay. Are you entering the sanctum?
Well, so if it's cast, I'm going to try walking towards it.
Inside.
Inside the sanctum.
Go ahead and make a wisdom save.
Okay. 18.
You are no longer frightened.
Okay. Does it seem like my spell did that, or does it seem like I just...
Roll Arcana.
Okay. 26.
It seems like you were able to shake off the effect.
Okay.
Looking at the others in my detect magic, do I feel like they're under the effect of a magical effect that can be dispelled or not?
It is. They are all encircled in an illusion spell with the detect magic.
So, but like it is a spellable effect? Okay, so you're good now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so can I cast Dispel Magic on myself?
Mhm.
Okay, so I'll Dispel Magic on myself. It's like, let's just get this over with.
I'll keep my Mordecai's sanctum up, just in case.
Okay. And it's kind of just outside the door?
It's passing through the... So it's a section of 100 feet by 100 feet by 100 feet.
Do you have a set entrance, though?
I guess the entrance, as when I created it,
Got it.
would be the entrance.
So, the three of you are still feared. Can I get a wisdom save from each of you?
Guidance. All three of us.
Okay.
Guidance.
Guidance.
So D4.
You dirty 20.
The heartbeat
Melt
gets
that.
deafeningly
Was
loud,
it 15 last time?
and then all at once it's gone.
Lucky.
As that fear and that pressure of the sound is removed.
17.
I'm going to use Tides of Chaos.
Okay. Yeah, at the same time,
I'm going to use a different.
your mind finds itself quiet again, finally taking in the surroundings and the cold and losing all of that sound trying to infringe upon you.
It's less than 5.
You are still hearing it, as if somebody is breathing down your neck.
Z is going to... Z's going to run south.
Oh.
Do I see you run?
If you're paying attention to me.
It's in the mist. So, what was the passive perceptions?
I think mine's 16.
10.
So, Altus, I think you're the only one that would see him sprint through the mist.
Z!
Where did he go? Point him out.
He took off. He went this way. I point south.
Is it enough to where I can see him?
So it's 10 feet of mist it's 2 turns. If he got outside the mist, he's outside. You all cannot see outside of this now. It's just the tower in front of you.
I will send Thurgood up above the mist, and then towards Z, and then I will have it cast a spell magic through Thurgood on you.
Okay.
As you sprint out into the cold of the cavern itself, and that spell hits you, the breathing is gone. And
Pat Thurgood on the head.
as you reach outside of the mist, you are hit with a wave of cold.
Thurgood spins around.
Can I go back into the mist? Alright. Do I have to roll again?
No.
Oh, okay. Go back into the mist of the tower.
And then whoever's in the sanctum, sound can't pass through the barrier at the edge of the warded area. The barrier of the warded area appears dark and foggy, preventing vision. Sensors created by divination spells can't appear inside the protected area. Creatures in the area can't be targeted by divination. Nothing can teleport into or out of the warded area. Planar travel is blocked within the warded area.
So this isn't like the extra dimensional lantern.
No.
It's like just a effect.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I was taking a lot of liberties last time just for like story effect.
Oh, okay.
But somebody could just walk into it.
Yeah, potentially it's not preventing anyone from walking into it. Yeah.
That seems weird for a protected area that you can't decide who can
Who
come
can
and go.
and can't come in, yeah.
All right. You enter the tower.
Yeah. Are you all right?
The uppermost chamber is a 30-foot square lit at all corners by purple continual flames. As you enter, it's immediately evident there's an inscription on the walls in Draconic reading, "Sixth, show thy face to the sky."
Detect magic. Is there any illusion magic on that message?
There is.
Right.
Each of the letters glow brightly purple.
Do you have any dispel magic by chance? I've already used quite a bit of my energy. I can do it again. I'm just asking. Oh, yeah. Valin? No? Just me? All right. Dispel magic again.
I'm a necromancer.
Yes, I understand that. I'm the abjurist. Yes.
And as the two of you are bickering back and forth, the rest of you see the lettering itself start to rearrange as each of the lines becomes new words, lifting off into "Sixth, hide thyself behind a mask."
And that's the real message.
That would have been
somewhere.
unpleasant.
Yes.
And there's no more
Well,
illusion.
because we've had double trapped chests before. That's the reason I'm asking.
There's no more illusion magic on
Just
it.
one. That's all it takes.
Well, I just didn't think that was possible. Now, Frostmaiden has made me double paranoid ever since that double-trapped chest.
Aside from the inscription, the rest of the chamber is empty.
Alright, is the whole party here? Is he back? Okay.
Oh, but that charges my ward, actually.
Well, so on to the next tower then.
Detect odds.
Can you divine out of it?
No, like I'm in it.
Oh, no, that's what I'm asking is can you use that spell, can you use that ability to get through Mark's spell?
His thing is like 100 feet.
So it's only a 30.
One's at 30.
So he's just trying to figure out if
And
there's
then-
So
any...
in the tower.
I understand. I
He just wants to
apologize.
understand if the killer's
This
in the
doesn't
house.
project anything. This is just like, is there anything in this room,
The
basically?
call is not coming from inside the house.
Okay, cool. Cool.
Seems too
Oh.
easy.
Yeah, it's...
I guess that mist was pretty gnarly.
Yeah, a little bit.
6 times 3.
18.
Well, I think we should get out as soon as we can.
Yeah,
but
let's-
potentially come back here for a rest if we need it, since my sanctum is up still.
Oh, how long does that last?
24 hours.
Well, thank you for the effort.
It was worth a shot, but...
I'm now worried because the last tower we need to overcome is the enchantment one, and if we had this much trouble with illusion, enchantment is much more insidious.
How many more times can you cast your dispel?
I could use higher energy spheres, but as far as dispel magic as it's space, there's no way,
Yeah, I was just saying, I'm walking. I'm just walking off. We're just going.
Though it was nice to recharge my ward.
Pithy
Yeah.
banter. I'm not.
It was quite
I wink at
taxed
Tempest
from that
and
initial
motion to
attack.
let's go and see.
Not even
You're not nearly as bad as a villain is always.
Shut up!
As you all exit the tower, the mist still thick, but no more effect hitting any of you. There is a single tower remaining at the edge of the disc that is Yithrin.
I didn't like the description.
Overhead, near the tip of the central spire, a large winged creature, hard to make out from this distance, flaps, circles the tower, and you see it zero in on the orchestra, diving as the wings shoot outwards, cushioning its fall, now no longer visible behind the cities that are in front of you.
We should go quickly.
Yeah.
Atlas, remember the deal we made when I cast the spell on you? I'm needing a little bit of that
Are you?
now.
You're not feeling okay?
No, not
Okay.
at all.
Okay. I didn't take detailed enough notes to remember how I got a free Cure Wounds at level 3.
That pair?
Is it the pair? Yes, the
You
pair.
haven't used it.
It said magic pair next to it.
That
Makes sense. That's how you got
So you do remember.
It's like magic pair of what?
We did
did.
save quite a few.
What the fuck does magic hair mean?
Can I eat one while we're walking?
Can I cast the Cure Wounds at level 3 onto Hostess?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Hostess. I'll take it.
Hostess?
Hostess.
Cure Wounds at level 3, I think. I remember how many
How
dice
far
it
away
is.
is the next tower, Coulter?
Yeah, it is distance-wise. 300 feet.
300 feet?
Yes. Of open space and snow.
18.
Just
That feels much better. Thank you.
Anytime. Thank you for earlier.
Oh, yes, of course.
diving back to my table of pairs.
How many of us are?
So the one we ate then is
13
probably
pairs.
done though, right? Because it was like 24 hours.
Z, you have a bag of holding, correct?
Or that's what you're looking at right
yeah.
now? Or?
So if you eat
So-
more than one in 24 hours, it poisons you, but it basically says you can just use it until it vanishes.
There's
Oh, okay.
a ton of
That's
rations.
how I
Yeah,
got to
yeah.
use it one time.
Right. For people.
I'll take one.
Yes, you have one use of that.
Okay.
Yeah, mine just does vicious mockery, but I'm like, I'd rather attack twice than cast that.
Vicious
Oh,
mockery
we
for
actually have a
flavor.
completely empty bag of holding that we got from Malai. If everyone but one of you could get in the bag, please. Just quickly.
Will we all fit? What's the
It's an empty
space?
bag of holding.
500 square feet, right? 500 cubic feet.
Just for a moment.
Why?
I'm going to teleport us to the next tower.
Oh, why did you say so?
I'm trying to get you to get in the bag.
Well,
Except for you, because you have another bag of holding, and I don't want to shunt our companions.
I'm really about to open it.
I'll stay outside.
Give him your bag of holding, then.
Please. By all means.
Oh, give it to me.
I'm not getting in that bag either.
No, fine.
So we just start walking
Yeah.
or running.
As Valin has like 1 foot in.
I'm holding mine
Right?
up, and I'm like giving like a hurt look. Like, you like him better?
If you have an extra pair, then I would more than happy to take one off your hands.
What are you talking about, pairs?
Give me a d20 roll.
7.
Come on.
Still 7.
Charm of invisibility.
Oh, fuck yeah.
The charm allows you to cast invisibility as an action, no components required. Once used 3 times, the charm vanishes from you.
3 times? Oh, fuck yeah.
Are you sharing your pairs?
how many did we take?
I think you took 8.
I just took one extra one. I don't know what
I don't
everybody else
remember how
did.
many we took. I think I said I specifically took one extra for myself, but I don't remember how many we took for the group.
I think we took whatever we could get.
That
Yeah,
sounds right.
and we like rolled 4. I think it was 8 total.
That
Okay,
sounds
so
right.
we'll just say I have them in my bag.
I
So
will.
there's 7 left
Also
besides
one.
your 2.
I stop you and I go, what's his name?
Atlas, I thought.
Don't give him that.
Is it not?
No, it's
It-
Altus.
Altus. Sorry, I get my L's and T's mixed up.
It's very common in the wizarding world, actually.
Oh yeah, when you have to do complex spells, totally.
He did assist me in the theater.
Might I remind you? Valin points back to the tower.
We were
Yeah, I
walking.
figure
Yeah, I
we're walking
figured
on
we
with
were
this.
Go ahead and roll a d20.
Valin is like, we're walking, but we're not walking fast.
16.
I wanted to teleport.
With
Nobody would
purpose.
take the damn bag.
Charm of lightning bolt. So you
What
can
the
cast-
hell? Fucking vicious mockery? Alright.
If you eat enough,
actually,
it'll replace it.
Actually, I'm sorry. You got the vicious mockery from the cup. I think your pair one was different.
No, I got friends from the cup.
Oh, wow. That does.
We'll just use it on someone.
You have-
and
One use of it
Yeah.
before it vanishes.
Okay.
so I
And it's
those
been-
doggies.
It has been more than 24 hours, so if you eat one, it won't poison you.
Okay.
You just can't have more than one in
Just
24
alright, I'm
hours.
just gonna eat my last one then. It's a 9.
You know what? That came in quite handy. Z, do we have more?
We'll have 5 left if you eat one.
I get vicious
Does anyone
mockery.
mind?
It is Charm of Cure Wounds.
There you go.
Great.
I walk off and then just one comes flying at your head pretty hard.
Can I catch it?
I don't know.
How? Dex save?
My worry is that it will like whack
And
against
you
my arcane ward and
cast
be
it at third
wasted.
level.
Just one charge or?
1 charge.
I would like to consume one as well.
Yeah, it seems like the more powerful ones only get 1 charge. So like Cure Wounds, Lightning Bolt.
13
13?
to catch the.
I mean, my strength is an 8, so
It-
that's probably good.
It hits you, but not hard enough to hurt.
But it's also not damaged the pair.
No.
Just a good flap.
It's a magical pair.
Like in the shoulder, like, oh.
15.
Puts hand up here to catch it, hits here in the forehead.
Charm of Cure Wounds.
Nice. More healing.
So now we have 2 people that can cast Cure Wounds at 3rd level. And you said you were having another one?
Yeah. Do you throw it at me or?
I hand you yours.
Remember to mark these off of your...
We have 4 left.
Okay.
I look at Freedhelm as I grab it gingerly from his hand. 17.
Charm of Cure Wounds.
Charm of Purplemancy.
What the fuck is that?
The charm allows you to cast the fairy fire spell, violet light only, as the pairs are purple. The spell save is a DC 15, as is the lightning bolt. As a bonus action, no components required. Once it's used 3 times, it vanishes.
Okay, so I can cast Fairy Fire 3 times.
It's not bad.
I'll take that.
All right.
It's our first level spell.
And with that amount of time, the temperature has dropped around you, and looking back at the Tower of Illusion, you can see the dark, hooded, hunched figure making its way into the mist as you approach the final tower.
Into the tower.
Ice has engulfed the lower floors of this crumbling tower. Pink light pours out of the highest window, a single point of illumination in a dark and out-of-the-way region of the city.
I go in.
I mean, we're all going in this time. Valin and Kingsport as well.
And no checks on it whatsoever? Okay, so as you all enter the tower,
Detect man.
It's
I have
enchantment.
one left.
It's enchantment. And there are no immediately evident traps as far as the exterior goes. The interior...
When we fight the Frostmaiden, I'm gonna have no spell. I hope you guys realize that.
The interior walls are covered with the following sentence in Draconic, crudely written with a pitch over and over. All work and no play make Elvira a dull girl. The floor is strewn with pitch-covered buckets and mops frozen stiff by the cold. As you make your way up the stairs into the higher regions of the tower, the recurring phrase written all over the walls changes to, "I am Elvira. Elvira is my name." These ones, instead of pitch, are written in wine stains.
Why?
The staircase itself and the landing above are littered with empty wine bottles. As you reach the door to the uppermost section of the tower, there is a final phrase written in blood. The crown knows all.
Before we go and detect thoughts.
The crown knows all. What happened to Elvira?
There is no direct thought.
Now, again, remember, this is the enchantment tower, so if anyone is acting strangely, just immediately slap them across the face, or...
I slap you across the face.
You beat me to it.
Alright, do a laugh.
Fine, but when Tempest's axe is buried 5 feet into your skull, I'm not going to help you.
I open the door.
Are you able to detect anything so we can get the hell out of this tower?
It's just enchantment magic. I mean, there's nothing here to detect.
Can you dispel it more?
Yes. I could dispel the entire tower.
I mean, I thought highly of you.
Talk. Sure, talk like you can.
Is there anything?
I strongly consider
Just a
dimensioning
door.
being
Just a
able-
door.
I open it
You open it,
while they're squabbling.
Whisper squabbling.
an elderly woman sits rigidly on a black throne, shrouded in ice. She wears a crown of entwined iron tentacles, and her forehead is bruised where the band fits tightly against her skull. An inscription decorates the wall behind her. The chamber itself is lit along the edges by sconces of pink continual flame.
What does the script say?
Does she seem to notice me?
She does not.
Okay, so
Did you make a charisma save?
there's a woman in there. It's probably Elvira. She's wearing a
Sorry,
crown.
what?
Did you make a charisma save real quick?
Oh,
Get Elvira?
Yeah.
Sure. What are you doing to her?
I'm casting a spell.
But you want to tell me what spell it is?
Banishment.
That is a 19.
Damn it. Anyone else? Is there anyone who can like lower that by like 2, 3?
What?
If you had consulted and told us what you were doing, then maybe.
Does she
However,
reacted to this?
No.
Okay.
Is that
I
shown?
She's still.
open the
or is
door
that-
fully open.
She still sits stiff.
It was
and
worth a
demure.
shot.
Yeah. With seeming not to register the entry.
And it fully doesn't arrogate words. So.
She's probably gonna notice when we step in. That's when they all
Can
notice.
I cast? What's lighting the room? I'm sorry.
Pink continual flames.
Is there
Can
a
I
stanza that we can see from here?
Behind the throne is an inscription in Draconic.
Go ahead.
Can I cast Thaumaturgy to change the color of the lights and see if she notices anything? If there's anything going on, change them to like green and then blue and just rave it up in there.
Across this pale, aged face, you see that color imbued from the lights shift. And she blinks. Shift. And she turns her attention to you. And then looks straight forward again.
Well, she knows we're here. She hasn't acted in aggression.
She might be kind of lonely.
Stanza. Draconic.
What you can see from the doorway says, fourth, coax, chair, another. Part of it behind the throne itself.
What number?
4th.
Okay. So she reacted to the fire changing, but not whatever
So-
Friedhelm threw at her.
Can I just have Thurgood just fly in real quick and then fly immediately back out to get the rest of the message?
Sure.
He's got 90 feet of fly, so.
And you're going to be seeing through his eyes. As he passes around the chair itself, you just hear a whispered, rasped, help.
Oh.
And you're able to get fourth, coax a secret from another.
Okay. Alright, well, we got what we need. Let's go.
It's interesting. There's 2 secret ones.
One's tell a secret, one's coax a secret. Right?
And share a secret for all to hear, and others. The next one is coax a secret from another.
And then with detect magic, I don't feel like there's more illusion with this one, right?
There is no illusion magic at work. There is, you can see from what you saw before, there is intense enchantment magic emanating from the crown.
Yeah.
What are you all going to do?
We're leaving. We got the message. Let's toodle pip.
We'll probably close the door and leave.
And you're going to leave the tower? Is there... what are you
I'm going
planning
to
to go
look
from
out of
here?
the door.
He's the
before
only
we
one
leave
that
the
heard
tower.
help, right? Okay.
As you close the door, I go, she asked for help. I wasn't going to say anything because we shouldn't help her, but she did ask, and I feel like it is only right that I tell you because you and Altus usually like to help people who ask for help, but it's probably a trap.
Oh, it's most definitely a trap.
It is most certainly a trap, but she's probably a woman who needs help.
I was really afraid you would say that.
Okay, open the door back up.
Visual signs of struggle on Altus's face.
And I step in.
Yep, that means I'm
Do
going to as well.
As you open the door, the crown, does that mean anything to you?
It is a very powerful enchantment object of some kind. It's going to be difficult to remove from her. I'm assuming, does it look like she's like attuned to it or whatever?
There is magic flowing from it over the rest of her body as she sits
So there's
still.
a very real chance that removing the crown would do something, whether the crown is keeping us safe from her or...
The message was the crown knows all. Maybe it'd be helpful.
No, the
To have
crown is
it.
probably definitely trapped of some kind. I really highly doubt
So-
the crown.
We take the crown off of her. Is that helping her?
Just don't touch it with your hands.
Before you do that,
Even if you,
Tempest, a moment. I'm going to use message and message her.
Okay.
Why should we help you?
Nothing. Even if we take the crown off, if it's strong enough magic, it might stay with her. So whatever affliction she has would
Can
stay.
you do that dispelly thing you did?
I mean, I can try. Does it look like it's dispellable?
Roll an Arcana.
Can you help me?
Yeah, I'll help him with Arcana.
You can do it. Guidance.
I have faith in you.
I believe in you.
So that gives me advantage,
Let's
which
imagine
I definitely
us
need.
guidance each other, just smacking each other.
Every time Xenon
On the
high
butt.
five, it's guidance.
It's like the
High five
penguins.
everybody, yeah.
27?
All those flipper movements, yeah.
No,
It's not dispellable.
no. Whatever this is
Cost.
ancient magic beyond.
Okay,
You're
but with
not.
that Arcana check, do I think it will harm her if we remove it? Like, just yank it off?
That's it seems that it is corrupting her. What removing it will do can't really be told.
So, it's definitely not dispellable at all. And I'm not sure what's going to happen if we yank it off her head.
Throw a rock in her. A small
You should definitely not put it on, whatever you do.
Has she been here long?
I cannot tell that by magical senses. I'm sorry.
And
Does
does
it
she,
look like she's been along? Is there dust accumulating on her? The ground?
She has like little fleckles of frost covering her gown. There is no dust at all covering her.
But to be
And
honest,
this-
everyone else we've met here has been here for centuries.
yeah, is the clothes reminiscent of all the clothes we've been seeing? Okay.
It's another archmage's robe.
Okay, I threw the rock at her. She doesn't do anything, I'm assuming. Okay.
Just see the body go.
Alright, I use my axe, the wooden end, to try and nudge the crown off of her head.
Okay,
Here, I have a staff. It's longer.
It's tight on her head, though. He said that already, so I don't know.
Can I also
Roll.
can I take Z staff and help and try to from the other side?
Time's not
Further
Yeah.
away because I'm squishier.
roll a dex, roll a strength.
God.
Man, these dice
Rage!
hate me today.
Rage!
Our guidance office.
What am I doing? Strength? Okay. Plus 8, that's 18.
Get advantage if you rage.
I know, but don't
That's
I
good enough.
then have to
60.
be attacking?
You have to take damage for it to continue.
I'll pinch you up.
Get
Oh,
attacked.
God.
Between the two of you, one on each side, the axe on one, the staff on the other, it comes off of her head and clatters to the floor, rolling between all of you as she seems to come back into herself and looks around at all of you. And as she does, she begins to rapidly age.
I knew it.
And she says, "Destroy the crown.
How?
Release my memories. Let me have peace."
The
And
lightning-
as the last
lightning
word comes out, she turns to dust and crumbles into the seat.
I'll lightning bolt the
The
crown.
crown? Okay.
Yep.
I'm gonna get my rifle out. I'm gonna hit it with some radiant in a second.
You're gonna roll to hit.
Does it? I think
It's
it's
a dex save for it?
Yeah, I think so.
Nothing. Okay.
The inanimate object?
Nothing happens.
Nothing happens as
The
it hits.
magic hits it. You see this spark, and then it just
Can I
Okay.
stop
Nothing.
it?
So I'm
I
going
use
to
my
just...
rifle.
I'm just going to scoop it into our bag of holding.
What?
How
How are
you
we gonna
scooping?
get it out?
Like getting the bag and okay.
Okay, we're supposed to destroy it. Now, what if it contaminates everything
but
else in there?
as a child of the arcane sciences and somebody who looked at this thing, trust me, we're not going to destroy it by shooting it with whatever that is. Trust me, we'll need something much harsher than that. He hit it with a lightning bolt and it did nothing. We're going to need to chuck it into a volcano or get some god to unmake it, or I think there's one that you have to throw it into the mouth of a Tarask. Many different legends. I don't know, some kind of creature from storybooks. It's not real.
Okay.
I take the bag of holding from you and I give it back to Z.
No, this one's
I take whatever you just scoop that crown up in.
But this one's mine.
If it's from...
you can't have it anymore.
What's his name, though? How would you have gotten it?
But I've had it this whole time.
From... You say it was from...
No, you guys have Malais.
Oh, so that's why you said when we had Malais.
Yeah.
Because
You said Malais is empty, is what I said.
Oh, okay.
So
then we have 3?
2.
I've had mine.
2.
Because I had one already. And then we take Malais too?
I bought mine with starting gold, so...
So you might have one empty extra one then. With
we
that,
actually don't know what's in Malais.
no. What are you all doing in this empty now room with the dust of the Archmage of Enchantment still
windows?
settling? There is just the single window that you saw the light protruding from.
Okay, I'm gonna have Thurgood go out there and check on Big Bird and his lady. Isn't he a big bird? Oh, like the Sesame... I'm sorry, I didn't even make that connection.
What? What? You mean, are you asking about Volin and...
No.
Kingsport?
You said she was at the
No,
Tower
Big
of
Bird.
Illusion.
Yes.
Her and her big bird.
No.
She
there was a
was in
single
owl form.
figure.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood.
No, that's okay. I was just very confused. As Thurgood comes out of the tower, sees a form exit the mist, and the owl head looks up, meets eyes with your gaze through Thurgood, and begins walking towards the tower.
I run to the window, open the bag of holding, and I would like to
I
catapult.
took that from you. You
No.
do not have the bag
Yeah, that's what she
with
said
the
when she
crown
took
in
the
it
bag of
anymore.
holding.
I took it from you.
Well, give it back to me.
No! I don't trust you with this cursed object that you want to carry around with us.
But that's my bag. Give it back.
Well, we can get the crown back out and try some more to kill it or whatever.
I have a plan for the crown.
Well, I will hold on to the crown.
But I need it now.
You need the crown now?
Yes.
All right.
I would like to pull open the bag of holding and then use the spell Catapult with a second level to catapult it at the Frostmaiden.
Roll to hit.
Well, at least we don't have it anymore.
It's a spell attack. 26.
It hits the Frostmaiden. You see it land squarely around the owl's head, and she stops mid-stride before looking up at the tower, snapping 2 of the talons, and it goes flinging off in another direction.
Well, that was worth a shot.
Do we all see that?
Whoever's looking out the window.
I would have been following because that crown is important.
Yeah, I was like, damn, that was... I mean, I gotta admit, that was pretty cool.
Freedom, you'll be getting that back for us.
Sure. I believe now is time for the teleportation plan.
Where to?
Somewhere she isn't.
To the crown?
Should we go back to the middle tower now that we have all the messages?
Probably should.
It's probably not a bad idea.
Is the necromancy tower within 600 feet of us?
Within 600 feet. That is a good question. Let's double check. I don't believe so,
Let's
based
find
on
out together.
based on
500.
where this is. Okay. It's gonna be. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. No, I was measuring from the illusion tower.
All right.
This may be a dumb idea.
It is just
but
about 700 feet.
Shouldn't we maybe just fight her?
I'm down.
I could use some rest beforehand.
Okay.
I really hate this bag idea.
I do too.
Well, if you want to carry everyone else's bags, you can be the one who doesn't get in the bag.
I'll do that. I'm the fastest anyway.
So,
Oh god,
sorry.
then I have all your
what are you
lives in my
doing?
hands.
getting in the bag of holding, then I will teleport us 500 feet towards the Tower of Necromancy.
And then you're going to take us the rest of the way?
I guess.
Or is that going to get us to the tower?
Well, I can technically cast it twice and get us inside.
But do you want to waste both of those spells?
I mean, I cannot fight the Frostmaiden. I literally have one spell slot. So, like...
Then you can't cast it twice.
Well, no, I mean, I have two, but, like, even after the first one, I'll still only have one spell slot is what I meant. I'm sorry. I have one 5th level spell, 2 4th... No, I'll be using those. I have 2 2nd level spells. Like, I have nothing.
Okay. So, what are you all doing?
So everybody's getting in the bag, but you and me?
I can carry one person and everything they're carrying.
Okay. So then...
Okay.
Alright. I like that there's 2 people outside of the bag. I just didn't like one person, everyone else in the bag. Okay.
And then a bag of holding has enough air for 10 minutes divided by the number of people.
So, 3, 4, 5.
So
2
and
minutes.
it takes me 6 seconds to catch each spell, so we'll be there and back before anyone's even noticed we're gone.
Okay.
All right.
Whenever you gentlemen are ready.
How far away is the tower?
700 feet.
700 feet? We'll take my own way.
All right. More room for Valandon.
Kingsport?
Kingsport, because I forgot about that.
Rock steady, I don't know.
Actually, we have multiple bags of holding, so we can actually split it up.
Well, no, we want them together.
Well, but you're carrying all 3 bags, because they can't be put into each other or they explode. So you have to carry all 3.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Whatever,
so
let's do this.
logistics aside, everybody's able to get into the bags comfortably and teleported.
Good luck, Otis. Woof, woof.
You
Teleport
land
twice.
just outside of the tower itself as the tower blocks teleportation through it, and then your second puts you into the Necromancy Tower.
Yes. Okay.
I get everybody else.
Are you double teleporting?
Single teleporting, then walking in.
Okay.
You have to teleport in.
To...
The Necromancy Tower, remember, is the one we made the hole?
Oh, that's right. Okay, I'll
Double
teleport in as well.
teleport.
Yeah.
As poof, 1, and then a couple seconds later, poof, 2nd. All of you are safely inside the pitched black Tower of Necromancy. As you begin to get a hold of the light, there are a few crawlers on what would be their backs, as their job has been completed once you freed the Necromancer and they're no longer active.
I'm going to take a chunk of stone and put it in the hole.
Okay.
Quick question.
it's-
Do you have any more ability to teleport?
I could technically teleport one more
Okay.
time.
That's good. Don't want to be stuck in here.
Well, if we rest, I'd have more tomorrow as well.
But if she attacks now, then that would be...
Well, hopefully
Not the greatest.
the tower would slow her down. We'd have time to prepare.
Crown didn't. Slow her down. I mean.
It did technically slow her down for a few seconds.
Okay, you're right.
I'll tell you what, that legendary resistance, it's rough.
Was that a good plan, though? I don't know what the crown did, so I don't know if it was a good plan.
Without legendary resistance,
It would have been a great plan.
it would have been better, yeah. I mean, it would depend on what their save was. Yeah. But
She a god.
what are you doing within the safe confines of the Tower of Necromancy?
I'm exhausted.
Can we
I've
rest
cast
again?
so much magic today.
Bolin will cast,
Lehman's?
yeah.
I don't know. Is Lehman's... My worry is that she can seemingly see magic, so I feel like the less magic we use, the safer we are. But Lehman's, like, actively hides itself, right? That's the point of it.
Does it?
I mean, if you use Detect Magic, you can find it, but...
Well, I guess we're underneath the layer of stone, so most divination would be blocked anyway, right?
Are we going to be
It doesn't
safe?
block anything out. Like, it doesn't actually hide you. You can make it opaque if you want.
Oh, no, but I mean, we're inside a foot of stone, so
Right.
that should protect us a little bit, right?
Right.
Are we going to be safe in our minds again?
Oh no.
Let me tell you, I can't do that again.
I'll cast Mordenkainen's at a 5th level, so we're free from
Technically
any kind
not.
of divination.
Does that protect us from... Is that an extra mental space? Or?
No, it just protects us from divination.
Well, now we know how to take care of it. So in the morning, I will cast Detect Magic. Now that I know what I'm looking for, we can just be prepared.
Okay. Understood. There's a good plan.
Just try and keep your wits about you.
So, which tower are we at now?
Necro.
Right, where is that?
Oh,
one?
where is it? That's a good question.
It's right here. It's the fallen one. Sorry, I was trying to show it. It did not work there.
Okay, so what is our plan tomorrow?
Well, I figure we could spend at least some time tonight putting the stanzas together and preparing for entering the Mythalar.
So, we have a problem. We still don't actually know what the 8th stanza says. We know what we think it says. But is that actually what it says?
Yes.
For real, for real.
Yes.
Well, maybe since we have everything else, all the other phrases, within context, we'll be able to make the right choice.
Would you be willing to be the one to drink the poison in order...
Sure.
Well, I trust him then. No wizard would ever risk their life on a lie.
Well,
He could be lying now.
If he made one of us drink the poison, I would think maybe he is lying. But to offer to do it himself...
I just think he's offering now. He could be
do
lying.
we have a poison to drink?
I do have a vial of acid.
You could eat another one of those pears that poisons you if you weren't so close to the first one.
Not to be offensive, but when you are in your Yuanti form, do you...
No.
Huh?
I do have
I
wondered.
stick my tongue out to snake thing.
He wants
Just
to
wonder
milk
if you produce poison.
I apologize, Z. I've also wondered. Thank you.
No, I don't take on the qualities of the things that I
Alright, so as a ritual, I'm going to change Thorgood into a serpent and begin milking him.
Okay, great.
Does venom count as poison?
I don't see why not.
Does that work? Can you keep that? Is that
Why
a
not?
thing? Okay.
I mean, if he's turned into a serpent, he has a poisonous bite.
Tempest, I think at this point I have seen almost everything there is to see, maybe in the world.
Casters are so weird.
So what else do we need?
I feel better about myself daily.
So we have the wand.
Okay.
Who has that? Or is that in the bag? Or is that...
Altus has it.
Yeah, I have it still.
So, in order, we have hold another Hulk wand close to your heart. Produce a flame in your hand.
Who can do that? I cannot.
I can do that.
Can you also produce flame?
I can create a fireball.
Like
I
a
assume firebolt that can just like...
hold?
Firebolt is it's shooting.
I mean, we could also just create a flame the old-fashioned way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we have oil or anything?
I have a flask of oil.
Alright, well, that works. Maybe
And
you
we have
could
the
take a
alcohol.
form that is resistant to fire?
I don't get
Or
the
you can-
abilities of the things that I
You
choose.
can put it in my hand. I'm resistant to fire.
Okay.
Do we
Share
think-
a secret for all to hear.
Who has secrets?
Do we think that the one person has to do all of it? So if you do it in your hand, you might have to drink.
Can I make an
poison.
arcana check?
As far as what?
If one person has to do all of these things, or if we can do it as a group?
I don't think there's anything that would have told you one way or another.
In your
Philan-
travels
can we ask the
around,
professor?
have you found anything about that?
Have you? We did the trials of the Frostmaiden, and one of us did not have to do all of them. Or
I'm
That's right,
wondering
we had
if
separate
just someone doing it in front of this door just opens the door, and then we can go in, and then it will close again behind us.
right? I think that is more in line with the tricks she's had
Yeah.
for us so
And
far.
if worst comes to worst, we can do it that way and then switch to one person.
Yeah, if we need to, we
Try
can do
again.
it over again. Yeah. Okay, so share a secret for all to hear. Coax a secret from another. Extinguish the flame in your hand with ice. That's easy enough. We grab some snow.
Mm-hmm.
Hide thyself behind a mask. Trace a circle with the ashes of the dead. Volin, do you happen to have any ashes? Where I look around the room to see if there's anything
I
burned.
dump out the skeleton I've been holding on to.
Didn't that turn into black smoke?
No,
Oh,
no,
that
that
was
smoke
your
came out of
skeleton.
it. Can I just put it into the fire?
Yeah. Yeah, it begins to spew darker smoke that goes up and through and out of the liamons as they crackle and pop and begin to degrade.
Trace a circle of the ashes of the dead. Stand firm in thy circle of death and consume poison.
Which I have the poison. So the only one... Okay, so chromatic orb is literally an orb of element. Could I hold that in my hand?
You have to throw it.
Yeah, but you have to throw it. So couldn't I hold it in my hand?
I always assumed it was a thing where you like, yeah, sure, you shoot it and it, like builds as you shoot it. But
I think that I would treat Chromatic Orb the same way as Firebolt.
All right. Well, alternatively, I can cast Absorb Elements and also be resistant to fire and do so that we have one person doing all of it, and then I can drink the poison.
well,
If we have to, if it's-
fire already.
Sure, but I don't want to risk Tempest's life.
I think between the two of you, she could probably take fire and poison a lot better.
Sure, but if this is all some elaborate game where you get disintegrated by a beam from the tower, I'm not willing to risk that.
We all know I'm the weakest link, being that I don't cast spells.
Well, I'm trying to say that you would be much more useful to them than I would.
That's weird, because that's like the opposite of what you've been saying this whole time.
Yeah, the entire time you've been saying that they're lesser than you because they don't cast magic, and all of a sudden you're like trying to defend her.
Well, when it comes to intellectual pursuits or magical theory, yes, that is true. But when it comes to practical application of steel into the skulls of your enemies, you are much better than me.
Doesn't this whole process sound like a spell? Like each of these pieces ritualistically put together?
If I had to hazard a guess, and Scant, you can chime in if you need, I would assume that the intent was to be used from a spell, but it does seem that the majority of these can be done without one.
Judging by what we've seen so far with the trials and everything, there's nothing to tell us that it has to be one person or done ritualistically. Groups of adventurers have been trying to get into this for ever.
And we have defeated quite a few of the, or we've figured out ways to solve quite a few of the puzzles here without magic. So it's not, to me, likely that magic has to be used. I'm sure it's much easier if you do, since all these people seem to have had magical abilities, but...
Do you have a secret to share?
Yeah.
Well,
You could coax a secret from me if you'd like.
Great.
We don't know each other.
It can't be a lie.
Oh, yes.
For
I
that.
never lied.
Coax. Can I use violence? Is that coaxing?
Well, this is what I'm curious of, Tempest. Do I
I'd
need
rather
to...
not, but if it's necessary,
Oh, so I just ask nicely and you'll tell me?
sure.
Great.
We do have Ward of Truth if we think that it needs to be a
Compulsion.
compulsion.
Well, this doesn't compel you to do it, though. It just
But the
tells you.
user needs to coax it. So if you cast Zone of Truth, I don't know if that would count.
If I cast Zone of Truth on Otis, and then I ask
the question.
the question,
I believe we should try and not use magic. I mean, that's why I'm deferring. The least magical solutions we use.
We have more. We have different options to do it, right? If it doesn't
We
work the
have-
first way, we can try the second way. If not the third,
we have a
We'll figure it
plan
out.
A, B, and C, essentially.
What's that?
There
The
goes
poison? That in my pocket?
can we
Oh,
make
yes.
multiple,
What color is it?
Just in case we need to do it.
He's a
a
very
few
small
times.
snake.
Cast him again.
He's a very small snake.
Thurgood's poison. The poison for Thurgood. Thurgood's
I just,
Thurgood poison.
I'd have to Google it, but I'm
Poison
pretty sure
special.
like it takes like a week for them to like,
Especially can...
Not if you like
Poison.
revamp him, right? It's like a new instance of snake.
Recast.
Yeah.
It'd be Snake
Would that
again.
work? Because I do need to sleep at some point as well.
It's a ritual, right? So
Yeah,
10
but it
minutes.
takes an hour.
I take one of the gourds of fire like an alcohol. I throw one of the umber hooked eyes that I still have into it,
Ugh.
shake it up until it's squishy,
Ugh.
and then somehow get a drop of that acid and put it in the thing. Say if this isn't poisonous enough for someone,
I'm enthusiastically
What
hoping.
color is that?
It is a grayish brown sludge.
He's like holding it, and I have my
I throw
vial
a
of acid.
little mica dust in there for flavor.
There you
it's
go.
a cottage cheese
Yeah.
texture.
With glow in the dark sparkles floating in it. All right. So as you all lay down to sleep and rest, gathering your venom, preparing for what appears to be the final gate to the spire of this lich, you're able to get a good night's rest. And as you begin to sleep, can I have wisdom saves from everybody in the party?
Wisdom? I thought it was con before for some reason.
Let's double check that because I could be wrong.
Using
God.
friggin' thing for advantage.
Let me just make sure that it is correct that it's wisdom and it's not con, because after saying that,
Come on, 7.
No, that
It
was
is
my,
con?
No, that was
Okay.
my.
It is con?
it is con.
Oh, got it.
Because I'm using my thing and I can't use it again unless he makes me roll, and he always lets me roll. So I'm assuming you're letting me roll.
For
Nice.
okay, 21 for what?
So my Tides of Chaos.
Mhm.
If I want to use it again, you can make me roll to use it again.
I'm gonna make you roll.
Yeah,
Use it again. Yeah.
You're gonna let me though. That's the thing.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
So I got a 7 because I haven't cast any spells today, so I'm good.
Okay.
So
4
Shut up.
Nice.
You got
To go a
this.
whole
No
day
more
without
7s.
casting any spells.
No more 7s.
oh, double 9s, great.
Okay. So
Hold on.
If it's a double, you can reroll, right?
Is it?
yeah, snake eyes.
Yeah.
Both of them.
Crap, I can't use that on myself. So what kind of roll is this?
Con.
Oh, that's okay. That's a 15.
Okay.
All four should be Ricky's hand. All four is probably, right?
What was yours for con?
I'm using luckies because I'm not doing this again.
We're gonna need her to.
Just 1. Oh, I
not
need to
get
save
away,
them for later. I
and
know
we
I
can't
do.
really put up between
But it
us
resets
because we
the
need
night,
to actually.
I mean, we know how to fix
It's
it.
true.
We're having several conversations going on at once, and they're not gonna get picked up by the mic. So I apologize.
Sorry.
So it was a what for your con save?
Well, let's find out because I am burning through some features.
Okay.
You know what? No, not that dice.
Buddy.
Okay, that's 18. I want to say 18 or
Okay.
19.
12.
Dirty 20.
21. All of you are able to get a deep, good rest. Tempest, you have this dream of Friedhelm and Otis waking up in the middle of the night while all of you sleep and going to find the crown. The two of them picking it up, having whispered discussions in a language that you can't understand as they slip it into the bag of holding and teleport themselves back within the tower. They step around the circle, discussing each of you in turn, and they seem to settle whatever they're working out to be you. As they nod in agreement and both return to their bedrolls, you awake to find them just as they were at the end of your dream.
Rage. And
All of you awake.
like to kick them and get those bags.
Can I show you something?
Yeah.
Here we go. Now we're gonna find out what's in those bags. We just start emptying all of them.
Okay, so you start dumping out the bags of holding?
Does that work?
What? What are you doing?
I saw you go get the crown. Where is it? Where did you put it?
I do that every time.
Cross-talk.
Sorry, I'm trying to show him. Character sheet.
It's just my ritual supplies. You're more than welcome to look through it.
Okay, so I search through everything. If I don't see it,
Is there
then
anything in Malai's bag of holding?
There is tinker's tools. There's regular rations. Most of the survivalist things he took with him.
Okay, so I guess there wasn't anything.
With
in it.
that, there are several vials that you do not recognize. They're in several colors.
From
And
my
something whispers poison.
oh. What are these? Start putting them together.
Look, I told you they're my ritual supplies. A little bit of quicksilver.
Yeah, you were talking about not having poison, but obviously you have poison right here.
No, those
Tempest.
aren't poisonous.
Tempest. And I approach slowly, my hands up.
Altus, I saw them go! They're looking for the crown!
It,
Help me! What is this stuff?
how would they left?
Remove curse.
Okay. It remove curse does nothing.
Oh, that's right. It was greater restoration, right? Can we errata that I said?
We can errata that you said greater restoration.
Let's make it for not double checking first.
Tempest, as this like veil almost releases from your eyes, you recognize these mundane materials. There's a potion of healing. There's several things that like should be clear that are now suddenly becoming normal as the memories become more and more clearly a dream.
Oh, God.
Picking up my broken incense sticks.
I'm sorry. Let me
Serves you
help.
right.
What? What did I do?
Everything.
You're okay, Tempest.
I help you put all your stuff together. I'm sorry.
And honestly, Tempest, why would I go with him of all people?
I don't know. Yes.
I mean, he's not even a specialist. He seems to be some kind of generalist wizard.
Like I know.
Coulter.
God, I'm so fucking sick of this city.
Are you alright, though?
Yes, thank you, Altus.
Of course, of course.
I will like to cast Detect Magic just to make sure nobody else is under the effect, because even though meta we know they aren't, I should still check.
Okay.
So I check everybody. Everyone else seems fine. Does anyone feel odd?
Who is
No.
doing this?
I'm trying to explain to you, it's the city itself.
Okay, well that, I can't kill the city.
It is possible that there could be some kind of energy loop that we could blow up the city.
We're gonna try.
Imagine
Okay, that
if
makes
we
me feel better.
killed the Lich. That could go a long way.
Or destroy the Middlear. That might whop at half of 10 times.
Okay, great.
All right, brass tacks. So we know some semblance of what we're going to do when we get there. How do we stay away from the Frostmaiden until we can open the middle tower?
How many teleports will it take us to get there to start
Well,
working?
I could teleport us there in one.
Okay. Do we know where she's at now?
No.
Do we create a diversion?
I mean, we could do another rat.
I don't see how a rat is going to help us in this situation.
Do a bag of tricks. Let's find out what I...
We're not guaranteed to get a rat.
Well, just anything. I'm just saying a rat in general. What do we get today? Oh, it's a badger.
Aw.
I am morally opposed to sacrificing a badger.
Okay, I'm just petting.
As Rio.
If you think that's sufficient
Can we
enough
send
for a
Durgan
distraction,
to check?
then perhaps.
So there is a plan, but it will take me an hour.
Oh, you
What's
do
up?
have a plan.
You
As
are
I'm,
sure?
Well, 2 hours.
as I'm trying to come up with a plan out loud. Freehelm just has one.
What's your plan?
Well, I could cause a large... Well... I actually don't have any large, loud magic. That's a problem, actually.
Did we level? No.
Oh,
We did, right?
yes, you did, because you got the last tower.
Oh, God. So can we take a few minutes and level?
We're going to take about 30 minutes, guys. We're going
On YouTube, you won't see the cut, but we'll somehow be stronger.
Oh, you probably will, because I'm not going to find where it ended. Apologies to YouTube.
Do I do it? Or
I
not?
should have. I apologize. I should have told you guys when I
Do I
went
do
to use the restroom.
Yeah.
Are we leveling right now? Is that the plan?
It will take me 2 seconds. So
It'll be
I don't
very
know about
handy.
everybody
Yeah,
else.
mine didn't. Took some done already.
This is a piece of my chair.
Sir?
What the heck?
Nice. Love that. Love that for you.
Alright,
I
now
want
my
that journey
plan
for you.
100% works, because I can just take Fireball real quick.
2d6s now for my lightning damage.
I get something cool, too.
All right. So for completing all 8 of the wizarding towers, going into each of the schools, facing their trials and tribulations, and finding their messages, our party has now leveled from 9 to 10. For those playing the home game.
Hey, Coulter.
Mhm.
I'm taking teleportation circle. Do you feel like it is within reason for me to have a memorized teleportation circle from Waterdeep?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think when you take the spell originally, you
get
can
two.
pick. Yeah, that's fine.
But I don't know where he would have another one. Maybe
Yeah.
there's one at his actual college. So he has Waterdeep in general and then his college.
That makes sense.
Or maybe Baldur's Gate. Maybe he likes a vacation. All right. So my plan is I can cast blah 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 blah. What is it called?
Blah, blah, blah.
The thing I did on her before, where it exploded in her face, the runes thing. I can give that to Thurgood with
Arcane
instructions. No, it's
Oh,
Warding
warding.
glyph.
yeah.
With warding.
Sorry, I didn't feel like looking it up. But,
It's okay.
But yes, so I can send him off with that and basically have an explosion go off somewhere within the city, which should draw her ire. Do we feel like that's a safe plan? I don't know what else to do.
I do like that plan. I was thinking of something similar.
But it means I will not have Thurgood for the rest of the day, because we do not want to waste any time.
Thank him for allowing us to milk him for me.
The owl goes, whew, like he doesn't want to talk about it.
I'm trying to connect with the wizards, you know. It's...
You're pretty good at connecting with people.
Thank you.
Well, I'm not.
I find you quite pleasant.
Better than you think.
Oh,
I find her no nonsense attitude endearing.
I feel the same about you, Evelyn. Oh, now we're all distracted by level 8.
I just have to, I'm trying to figure out which spell I have to give up to get Glyph of Warding
Glyph.
for the day.
I'm trying to decide what I'm doing.
Okay, so the plan is to do that. Can we start this
I
plan?
mean, it's a long time. Yeah. I mean, I could already be starting it while we do this.
Are people still figuring out stuff for this? I know it was kind of sprung on you. I apologize.
I'm pretty close.
My new ability is cool.
And it was right at the end of a long rest.
It was perfect.
Yeah, I
That
know.
sounds like I
should have told you when I went to use the restroom.
Gotta ask.
Imagine if we went into this fight at a
Highest
lower
level
level.
character.
Okay, so I'm going to give Thurgood a little piece of paper with the Glyph of Warding on it, with a fireball cast into it. So I have to cast Glyph of Warding. Bless you. Glyph of Warding and fireball. So that's 2 third-level spells. Gosh, I'm ready. And then I'm going to send him. So we need to go here. Is that correct, Coulter?
You need to go. Okay. I think that the description was in passing, so I will just tell you this part of it because I think that it should have been more described on my part. You need to go here.
Okay.
You passed it when you met Otis, but there was a lot of things going on.
So we were here before when this was 700 feet?
This is here. You were here when it was 700 feet, yeah.
So is this within 500?
That is from here to here. Yeah, I mean, going around things, that'll be within 500. I don't know if you can see my arrow, but...
Well, I mean, if it's a straight shot, I'm teleporting, so I need, like, the straight shot distance.
Yeah,
But,
so 300 feet.
300? Okay. So my plan is to send Thurgood somewhere over here, where she doesn't know we've been before.
Okay.
Perhaps the Spire? Does that sound... As I have a crude map drawn in the dust of the tower. Here, do you think?
Yeah.
As far
It's
away
like
from where
the
we're going to be?
Yeah, it's like the other side
Clear
of
on
the
the
big
other end,
tower.
yeah.
Okay. So I will have him set it off within range to where it could be seen from a very far away ways.
Mm-hmm.
And then hopefully she doesn't catch him immediately. So
Yes.
You're a brave little guy. They're good. Cuff him on his little feather.
I will remind you again, he is a demon in the shape of an owl.
He's still very brave.
Brave little demon.
Now Thurgood, I will see you tomorrow, alright? Alright. Now, what should we do about Kingsport? I don't know if it's safe for him to travel with us.
We can leave him in this tower, but then he's trapped if we die.
Kingsport, what do you want?
I would like to leave.
Do you feel like you could get... It's not safe for you to leave.
I could strap him on my back.
I will do whatever you think is best. You seem to be much more experienced in the ways of danger than Thurgood. Kingsport.
And then if we run into danger, I can try and put him down somewhere out of...
I would not like to be put down.
No, she means pick you up and then put you down,
Oh,
Kingsport.
goodness. No,
Physically, Kingsport.
I just got that.
Put your body on the ground.
Understood. Kingsport can hide.
Perfect.
Okay. Strap him like a little Bjorn on my back.
I'm just worried about the Nothics, but... I'm going to give Kingsport my staff.
Kingsport's not afraid of dying in battle, right, buddy?
He wraps it in his slipper.
If Nothics come near you, just kind of wave it at them. They're scared of wizards. Yes, exactly like that.
It's a very awkward motion with the way that his flipper moves, but...
Does anyone have an extra arcane focus by chance? No? I get out
What's
my
that?
old component pouch from my university days and kind of strap it to my waist.
Hope it's fully stocked still.
Well, you threw all my stuff on the ground, so it's all dirty, but it's still there.
All right.
I am a professional.
I believe that 100%.
Are we
Let's go.
ready then?
Mm-hmm.
Mad dash.
So,
Mad dash.
I'm assuming me and Thurgood decided on a time frame so that I can teleport as the fireball goes off? Or like right after?
Sure.
I guess we could just wait for the fireball to go off. Would we hear it?
With warding glyph, and just let me know how this works, before it was triggered by her seeing it.
So I make it to where Thurgood triggers it.
Okay.
So unfortunately Thurgood is killed by it. But it is a 5d8 explosion, but I put fireball into it, so it's actually an 8d6 explosion. So it's like a literal fireball going off.
Got it. Okay.
At the trees.
No, over here. Near the spire. That turns back time or whatever. The share tower.
Topless.
As you all sit
Bad. That's real bad.
in the
If I could.
silence, somewhere off in the distance, there is this low, rumbling sound. And then nothing.
Was that Thurgood?
Did it sound like it
Would you
should
know
have
his
sounded?
connection is?
I should have done just it explodes with thunder.
Yeah.
That would have been much louder. Damn it. Hindsight.
2020.
Well, we don't want to make it too obvious, and she'll know we're trying to lure her there, maybe.
She's been pretty lurable so far, but
That's true. She's so...
I think she just wants to kill us real bad. All right, so
Then we've
that's
done our job.
we've done this before. Everyone in the bags. Are you taking care of yourself, or do you want to?
No, I'll jump in the bag. Fine.
I'll get into. I don't
No, we need.
Oh,
one
I need to
person
stay
out,
up. Okay,
yeah.
I'll stay up.
Climb in.
All right. May I touch you? Scaly bush.
All right.
That's Dimension Door's magic words.
And you are carrying Kingsport on your back?
Yes.
Well, he would be in a bag because I can only. He would have to be in a bag for this part because I can only. Move
Oh, no, just generally
Yeah,
speaking.
yeah.
To know where he is.
Sure. I strapped him. I'm gonna strap him back to my body once we get there. So.
With like a quick release rope that you can cut so we can like run off as soon as danger happens.
Sure. Sounds like a good idea.
The act of drawing the axe cuts the rope.
Yeah, just like.
And you have a badger.
I'm gonna leave. I'll dismiss the badger if we're.
He starts burrowing
Bye-bye.
inside the Tower of Necromancy.
Well,
I feel like this is irresponsible. Badgers are not native to this part of the world.
I mean, it'll dissolve in a while, right?
Dissolve. That was the
I mean, if it gets hit, it's gonna dissolve. It's gonna die.
If it gets hit.
And I don't think we have an Otis token. Unless I missed it.
Still?
I sent it to
Me.
you.
I apologize. That's
No,
me
it's
then.
okay.
I know.
And then I took control flames, so that should be okay on the fire part.
I should have taken produce flame. I don't think I have access to it, actually, now that I think about it. That would have been a great cantrip for exactly what we need to do.
Mm-hmm. In that case, you're still going to be Hugo tonight. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Hugo's a beautiful token.
It really is a beautiful.
I mean, it's going to be more recognizable to us than the Otis one. So,
Okay, so Skiddly Boosh, you find yourself in the dense area of the city at the base of the spire that connects to
Start letting
the
everybody out of the
central
bags.
tower.
indeed.
And as each of you get out of the bags and begin to stand outside of the gate itself, where you see the inscriptions and pictographs describing what must be done,
Wait, there was pictographs?
there is a loud shatter as a form is dropped from above the archway of ice and just explodes into 100 shards around you, leaving nothing solid but a bandana that slowly touches the ground.
At least now he's resummonable.
And a voice rings out through each of your minds as from the top of the archway, Auril looks down and says, I think it's time you all join your friend. Roll initiative.
Where is Auril? Oh, up here, I see. Okay.
She's so small. If only somebody had Wall of Force.
Then we can't fight her.
Oh, really?
I'll take it.
I already rolled, so.
Okay, what you got for me?
Yeah,
12? Okay. Tempest on 12. Reed Helm?
15.
Alright, Otis?
17.
Z?
14.
Altus?
6.
Okay, Altus, you do you, bud.
Yep.
And we
I
have...
regret taking prestidigitation.
Also, if she captures us, can you make her make us play Chain Lightning? So we get to play.
Yeah, we
Just
discussed
really
this.
want-
We'll do like a special game sometime just to do Chain Lightning.
We thought it would be fun for the Patreon.
I like it. I like it a lot. Alright.
We could do like a short video about how to play.
And with that, we will start with Auril.
No.
Oh, fate.
No.
No.
Why would she start? Why?
Are you all arranged where you would like to have
Legendary
arranged
actions,
getting
yes,
out of the
reroll.
bag?
Sorry.
I mean, we'd all be pretty close
Yeah.
together.
I'd be next to Tempest.
So
I mean,
I
did
guess.
none of us sense her or anything?
Sensed her? Why
'Cause it
would we
would've
have
taken-
sensed her?
It would have taken a few minutes to get out of the bag. Like, and she was just sitting there just waiting dramatically the whole time.
Yeah, because she wanted to
Yeah, 'cause
flaunt
she's a
the
bad
dead
bitch.
dead rat. That
Coulter, I don't have control of Hugo. That's it.
Got it. I don't know why
You
you would.
mean Otis.
Otis, yeah. That's why I don't have control, because it's not Hugo.
Man, and she's up in this tower too. We're not even next to her. She's just gonna be dropping shit on us.
Buddy.
That's me. I'm a buddy. I'm signed in as Hank, if that matters.
It might.
Okay.
Apologies to all at home. 45 sessions in, and they're still fighting with
I fixed it on several occasions. I don't know.
I have no idea what happened yet. It's not giving me the normal
Okay.
control by. Oh, I see what happened. Okay, I got it. I have to go in and hope that I didn't delete this character. I did not.
So you should be able to just set it to all players for now.
Yeah, it's gonna be. Yeah, Mark. It's just because that one says controlled by Mark.
That makes sense.
Go ahead. Should work now.
It does.
Okay, so we're all kind of grouped together.
Yeah.
Evelyn should be down here
Fantastic.
too, technically.
Fantastic. Well,
Fantabulous.
Well, I wish I had made a Pokeball of warning so I could throw a rock at her that explodes in her face.
Warning, I choose you.
Okay,
That's my
so
next wizard. Just rocks with like arcane wards on them. Just like, here, catch this.
however you want. Valin.
Magic stone situation over again.
Except they explode.
She casts Ice Storm from where she stands on top.
Counterspell.
Counterspell works on anything 3rd level without a roll.
Yes.
I did not tell you what level I cast it at. I'm going to cast it at a 4th level spell.
All right, so as she weaves these arms around her talons glinting in the light, it dissipates. And she turns that owly head towards you. And you hear...
Put up my arcane ward. It's just like, whoo.
You hear a screech as she leaps over, spreading her cape, which furls out into large feathered wings and lands behind you. Otis, you're up.
Oh, shit. Bonus action, I'm going to start dancing my song. My blade
I haven't seen
song.
it before, have you?
Yeah. So I just start doing like rhythmic movements with my arms and take my sword out and kind of like capoeira, just kind of flow through it. And I will...
He's an earthbender.
I was literally thinking of the fire. The dance. Fire.
Good yet.
I just want to see it.
That's a bonus action. I will cast Fire Shield on myself. And specifically, I'm going to make it an ice shield, so I'm resistant to cold damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to come over here away from my friends so they don't get hurt by me.
Okay, anything else, Otis?
Nope, that's my action, bonus action.
Freedom.
Freedom. I'm going to immediately touch Z, and then we're going to teleport. What's the range of your spells?
Why?
So that we're not right next to her.
Don't do that yet.
Why?
Just, okay, whatever. Range of my spells, what do you mean?
Like, I can teleport us up to 500 feet, so like 120, 90, what is good for you?
I don't know.
Or do you want to be
Whatever.
within melee?
You're deciding to do this without asking me, so just do it.
Well, I mean, but I would, like, I don't have to. I can just
But like,
teleport
this is what
myself.
your character would do, so just do it.
I just don't want to screw up your plan. As I go out to touch you, you could be like, no, no, no.
I mean, I don't... Sure. So, yeah, don't take me.
Okay. So I would like to teleport, like, 100 feet that way.
Which way?
Like, back here somewhere.
So you are off the map.
I mean, there's fine. I'm just saying, like, I want to be kind of far away, but I don't want to make it hard for anybody.
Okay. Anything else, Freedom?
I can't cast another spell. Features and traits. No, I'm gonna keep my reaction for counter spells. So
Oh, are you going 100 feet?
yeah, right there is perfectly fine.
Okay.
I don't want to make it too
So
hard.
you're at 60.
Okay. I just want to be not in the middle.
That's going to take us down from Freedom to Z.
It's my wild magic. It's an 11. I'm gonna touch Tempest and Altis and cast haste on both of them.
That is a good thing to do.
So just assume I'm always gonna start out with that.
I completely forgot you had it, honestly.
So double haste on them, and then I'm going to move 30 feet in the opposite direction. Well, 30 feet this way. Well, you can still see her, but... And that's me.
Okay, so that's going to take us from you to Valin. Valin is going to run around the building, and she's going to dash to get behind Kingsport and push him behind her.
No, he's still strapped to me. Oh, I guess unless I didn't have time to strap him back on.
I assume you could have cut him as you were getting in the bag, right?
Okay.
It would make sense that you didn't have time.
Tempest, you're up.
Okay, I rage. I'm gonna cast darkness. 5, 10. Here. Wait, it's a sphere though. 5, 10. 5, 10, 15. I would like to get these people if I can. If I can't get Otis, then I would go here. I don't want to get her though, if that makes any sense. And I'm gonna run at her and I'm gonna attack her twice.
What's the range?
15 radius.
Oh, really?
That's what my thingy said.
And it's where are you? I'm sorry. Where are you putting it?
If you do it on your square, you can get me and everyone.
But I don't
else,
want to
but
get
not
her.
Okay.
So that's why I'm like over here somewhere to get at least these people.
So you would do here. So this is where it's from.
So I was laughing because I heard Dave's horn. That's why I was laughing.
Okay, then I run up to her and attack twice.
Okay.
Oh, and why not recklessly? Okay, so 19 and 18 plus 8, each I'm gonna say.
19 and 18 to hit.
Those plus 8 each of those, so 20.
Those will both hit.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
And then she can make a dex save.
Okay.
And I will do some damage. Here we go. Oh, 2 2s.
18 for her dex save.
Okay, so she's gonna take 16 plus 4, so 20 physical damage, and then she's gonna take 2 lightning.
Okay. And as you hear her shriek this owl's cry out of the beaked mouth, as her eyes grow and you see the pupils dilate,
Good to see you up close, bitch.
we are down to Altus.
Okay.
Oh, good lord. Wait, hold on. Another attack.
I cast darkness, so. That's
I'm sorry.
probably
I'm sorry.
With that, she uses a legendary
Of course she
action
does.
to touch of frost you, and that is going to be a 26 to hit
Yeah, that'll do it.
for 16 cold damage.
And do I still have my resistance, or she had taken it away?
She is not.
Okay.
As she feels that touch hit you and crack across your body as the resistance comes forward, you see the pupils go from dilated to pinpoint as they focus. And suddenly, the ice begins to steam on your skin. Welcome home, child. And we are down to Altus.
What? I would, after seeing that, immediately just like to cast. You're resistant to fire, right? Okay.
We probably should not be super fast and loose with that, though. She's going to take a damage.
I have a thought, though. I don't want to be that asshole, but you cast darkness. Can you see out of darkness?
No, but he could move to where
Right.
he could get out of the darkness.
I don't want to be that traditional stereotypical player that immediately is like, I have dark vision.
Can
I
you
don't
just
think that's
like?
relevant right now.
I mean, it's magical darkness, so now you
Oh, it's
just
magical.
like,
You can do.
can you poke your head out
You
of
can do
it?
15.
Well, hang on. It also depends on what you're doing, because certain things you just need awareness, not actual sight.
I was going to cast Flame Strike behind her so that the 10-foot radius only hits her.
I mean, technically, you don't.
He would need to see if he's exactly. But I mean, 15 feet and you're out of darkness.
No, I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
Okay, can I move 15 feet out of the darkness?
Yep.
Cast Flame Strike behind her so that Tempest is safe.
How is this the darkness token?
Yeah, I would say you would need to be able to see where you're trying to tell it to go.
Okay. And then I'll just
No, the bar scene.
back into the... Yeah, literally, that's how I...
Why are there are 2 tempi now?
Right, one's the darkness.
Darkness
Oh,
aura.
I see.
That's a good thing.
That is the darkness.
Notice me, Tempai.
15-foot radius?
Yeah, we got it.
He would be there.
All right. So you step outside of the darkness. All right, go ahead
And
and...
then back in right after your spell. Okay.
I have ideas.
Oh, okay.
All right, so Flame Strike is cast. She needs a dex save, correct?
Yes.
All right. That is a 16.
I think... Oh, it's level 10. I have to double check. But no, it doesn't matter. I think it's a 16 still, but let me double check. And
We did not go up in proficiency. So.
Okay. Desperately need a new tablet, as this is very old.
So it meets.
Oh, no, that does save.
New tab.
So she takes half damage.
And it's part fire, part radiant, right?
Yes. So 4d6
Yeah, so give me those separately.
4d6 radiant. May I borrow some dice, Nick?
Of course.
You need more? These are the ones I got for my birthday.
You want to borrow some of mine?
Breaks and chunks out
Okay, hold on. Here we go. I'm gonna need to borrow those instead, actually. So that is a whopping total of 8, so 4 fire damage.
All right.
Hank, you can take these back.
And how much radiant?
12, so have 6 radiant.
And as the radiant hits, it seems to do much more than you expected as the owl screech lets out
Not the
once
fire?
more.
Interesting.
Good.
And the head keeps swiveling back and forth, trying to take all of you in that strange way that owls can move, where nothing else on them shifts but their heads above their necks. And she turns to you. Anything else?
Is she about to do something crazy? Or
Anything? What are you doing?
using haste after when she locks eyes with me, I would just like to pull out the pistol and shoot.
Okay, go ahead.
That's a 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
And then it's 3d6 plus my dex bonus. Yeah.
My leg is gone completely to sleep.
Wake up! We're fighting the Frostmaiden.
9 damage. I don't remember what kind.
It's radiant.
Yeah, the pistols.
Yeah,
Are they all radiant?
Yeah, it's at least.
Yes!
As that hits and she shrieks again, she suddenly bursts into thousands of minute pieces of snow as they blow away from Tempest, and she teleports to the other side of Altus.
Oh god!
Back into the darkness. Using the rest of my movement back into the darkness.
But is that attack of
Yeah,
opportunity?
she didn't.
Not if he only moves 5 feet, because he could move diagonally
That's what I
here
was
Oh,
hoping.
fair
Just
enough.
and be in darkness, but not out of range.
So she will attack into the darkness with
Sure.
disadvantage. That is a 13 to hit and a 25 to hit.
Oh, the 25.
As you see her scratching out with her talons into it, the second hit clawing into your armor as you feel this pierce of cold, and you take 16 total damage, 11 piercing, 5 cold. All right, that is now a between the teleport and the talons as her attack. She will then send a final against Tempest from where she stands.
What is she doing?
Chromatic Orb.
Counterspell. Level 3.
As she manifests the orb above her, it is vanished. The head turns 180 degrees to face you once more.
As I'm standing there, just kind of like...
And we are down to Otis.
Otis is going to, as a bonus action, cast Shadow Blade at 3rd level. So he's gonna, as he's dancing, he's gonna bring his blade close, or his hand close to his blade, and some blood is gonna trickle down, and you'll see like a black shadow just envelop the blade.
Shadow Blade is such a cool spell.
And then he's going to run up to the Frostmaiden. Would I know? No, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't get advantage if I'm here, right? Or would I?
She's focused on stabbing talons into that darkness, so I would give it to you.
Okay. So I'm going to run over here, and I'm going to do my action 2 attacks towards the Frostmaiden.
All right.
Something good, something good, something good. First attack, 22.
Hits.
Second attack, 25.
Hits.
So then she takes 6d... 68 psychic damage.
Okay. 68?
6d8. So I
Okay.
have to roll those real quick.
Psychic. My bad. I wonder why Shadow Blade does psychic damage.
Because you're like, oh god, it's scary.
Well, yeah, it's like a sort of fear.
It's a possessed soul!
Oh, I was joking. I'm glad that was me grounded in something.
It's like shadow.
You know that I would believe you, Culture. How dare you?
Well, because like the Shadowfell is all about negative emotions.
Scary.
Sorry, it's weird on this app. That's 47 points of damage.
Nice.
As you slice through the form, partway through, the body just dissolves into slush and settles into this
And I go,
icy pile on the ground.
No, that was way too easy.
What are you talking about?
What happened?
What?
What's wrong?
I
Did
run
she-
up to the body, start digging through it.
Did she
Through
take
the
the
sludge.
full damage? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna run around.
It wasn't the full damage, but it was enough to remove
Put
it.
her down, yeah.
I'm gonna run around to.
I dropped the darkness too. So you don't have to run around.
Cool.
I can just drop it. Okay, anything in the sludge?
Nothing in the, wait, did you drop the darkness?
I did drop it.
Okay, nothing within the sludge, but as you are digging through it, you hear a voice from back up on top of the arch say, "It was a little too easy, wasn't it? How about we take this seriously?" And from the top of the arch leaps down
Second form!
This isn't even my final form.
the brittle lady
Ooh!
as she cracks her icy neck made of jagged frost, stepping forward, larger than the owl looming above all of you. She rips off a piece of frost, throws it against a building, and it becomes an ice mephit. And she grins. I'm excited to have such unique specimens in my collection. And that is where we're going to end tonight.
No, it's so many things.
So I'm writing
So-
down the
Any of our
next turn.
strategy.
I have saved your initiative because the initiative stays the same for the next round of
I
combat.
didn't lose my rage.
You did not. And we are still at Otis as we will continue. So thank you all so much for joining us tonight. We're going to take about a half-hour break to do some after party and talk about how mad we are at the Frostmaiden. And then we'll be back after that with 2 hours of Candlekeep Mysteries, The Price of Beauty.
If things are broken when you come back, just ignore it. Just don't talk about
Also, if you never see Coulter again.
And
it. Just don't talk about it.
We are going to continue to work on getting some more stuff up on the Patreon over the next month here. We're still working on character interviews. We are working on a new short World of Darkness video that'll be up on our YouTube. And we are now talking about possibly doing a chain lightning demonstration for the Patreon as well. So we'll keep you posted once we have all that done. And thank you so much to all of you that are watching tonight, whether it be on Twitch, on YouTube, and especially to our patrons that help us pay for all of the stuff that we get, put on the walls and get us to broadcast into your home, car, office, or wherever you're enjoying this content.
Hopefully you're not watch this while you drive.
Oh, I'm listening to this podcast.
We do have a lot of people who listen to the podcast.
True.
All right. I was like,
So that is a thank you to Sparky, Dossie, Daniel, Scott, Rio's mom, Alistair, Sean, Rockelman, and Johnny Mac. And with that, all hail the Kingsport.
All hail the Kingsport.
Good night, everybody.
bye.